So we have come to a little place near Abergavenny in South Wales, and we are staying at the Skirrid Inn. We've just come to St Michael's Church, which is the resting place of Fanny Price, who was, I won't say allegedly, she was landlady at the Skirrid Inn back in the 1800s and died allegedly in room 3 at the Skirrid Inn of TB. So we've just visited her grave to pay our respects, and yeah, we're going to head back to the Skirrid, unload our stuff and see what the night awaits. So we have arrived at the infamous Skirrid Inn. We're just sitting in the bar area. They've closed up for the afternoon, so we've been allowed to hang around in the bar area on our own.
All access.
All access. Here's
all
Sharon.
Areas.
She's
fire watching.
Fire watching, which is a thing, apparently.
Really is a thing.
It is a thing. So yeah, we're just hanging out in the bar area. We'll probably end up getting a bit of rest in a couple of hours, having something to eat a bit later, and then waiting for the pub to go quiet. But I'm just going to have a little walk around. This is the bar area.
Lovely now.
Yes, I do have to mention the staff here, absolutely brilliant. Angie, who was working the bar when we got here, and also the landlord and landlady, Jeff and Sharon, lovely people. So yeah, this is the bar area. I believe a few things have happened here. Jeff was telling us about an incident where a customer heard a coughing and there was no one else in here after they'd had a chimney fire. So, but there's also reports of glasses moving on the bar, being knocked off. So
Jeff himself saw a full body apparition.
Oh yeah, in the 15 years he's been here once, he saw a full-bodied apparition, which he thought was probably Fanny.
Yeah, he said so, and somebody upstairs had seen her in room 2. The rustling of crinoline skirts. She's apparently usually preceded by the smell of lavender.
So yeah, that's quite a renowned part of Fanny's story. Fanny Price, old landlord from the Skirrid Inn in the 1800s, who allegedly died in one of the rooms upstairs from TB. So yeah, she is usually, well, the sighting of her is usually comes after the smell of lavender, which people pick up. So yeah, should be an interesting night. It's definitely an interesting place, that's for sure. So we're just sat in the bar area, just chilling out, and there's no one else here at all. They've left us to it, and definitely feels like, well, we can hear certain sounds coming from over there. So we're just going to roll and see if we catch anything.
Outside.
Yeah, there's people outside. They're coming up to the door as well.
Just don't look.
Can't help it, it's locked. So if there is anyone down in this bar area with us, no one else here, if you'd like to come and make yourselves known to us, try and make a noise if you can. Travelled quite a way to come and visit you today. And we're going to be here all evening. So we'd be really grateful if you'd maybe be able to do something for us. Just let us know you're here with us. Any spirits or energies here? I'll let you off.
I'm getting old.
I've heard that you can move glasses off the bar. Well, you've even been seen down here as well. Do you reckon you could do that for us? And if not, maybe later on this evening, we'll be here. My shoe's creaking.
I'm just going to adjust so that I'm pointing that way. This is where we keep hearing the noises from. If anybody is here with us at the moment, could you perhaps make another noise like you've done already this afternoon? We have heard some movement over in that area. We mean you no harm, we've just come because we're interested to see if we can communicate with you in some way. Window, it's so dark out there.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So we have started. Everyone has gone home, we think.
I believe so. I was hanging over the beam watching.
So we are alone here at the Skirrid Inn. Just the two of us. We're in room 1. It is 11:30. I've got a REM pod set over by the door to the bathroom. Also got a geopod by the door. Cat ball somewhere over there. And EMF down there, which we'll be keeping an eye on. So, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you so much. Good evening, spirits. Thank you for allowing us to be here in your home. My name is Sharon, and this is my friend Dan.
Hi. That's very much.
Hi. We have come here today. We've travelled away. And we come with respect and all positive intent, and that's all we wish to welcome, to try and make contact with you if you're here and willing to communicate with us in some way. We will be very grateful, but I reiterate, we only wish for positive communication. We will be spending the night here in the rooms and downstairs in the bar, so if you are happy to maybe just watch us a while and then decide if you want to communicate. We're not going anywhere until the morning. Hope that's okay.
Just to make you aware, if you want to try and communicate with us but you're not sure how, over there where I'm pointing by what is now a bathroom, there's a red light. If you go towards that, it should light up different colours and make a noise. It won't hurt you in any way. It's just a tool you can use to try and communicate with us. Also, by the main entrance to the room, there's another little light on the floor. Once again, won't hurt you. It won't even make a noise, that one. That just lights up if you are around it. And on the table in front of me, there's a green light. We believe if you go towards that, it should light up, once again, different colours. You can maybe try and use that. Or I've placed a little ball on the floor by the bed, which also lights up colours. That won't make any noises either. None of these will hurt you. Just different things we can use to try and communicate with you.
So just reiterating, we come to do no harm and we will accept no harm. Thank you. So can I ask please if there are any spirits here with us in room 1 of the Skirrid? Is there anybody that's passed over that still feels a connection with this building or this land?
If there's anyone in here, are you able to maybe make a knocking sound on the floor or the walls, just to let us know that you are here? If you can give me 2 knocks to say yes, you are here. Do you hear that?
It's over there behind you. Somewhere, I think, window bed.
I think it's almost sounded like a cat meowing.
Really?
Like or a squeak, maybe.
We know spirits that this building is famous for certain characters, but we would welcome anybody that has passed over and that wishes to speak to us with positivity. We know that Fanny Price is said to remain here. Fanny, we would love to hear from you in any way.
We did go to visit your last resting place earlier to pay our respects. We have nothing but respect for you. If you would like to come forward and use any of these means that we have for you to come and communicate with us, that would be amazing.
We're also told that this room was once a courtroom. Is anybody still here that was linked to the court, to the law process in any way that took place here? Is there anybody that gave out justice? Or anybody that was tried here? Legend says that many died here through the court. Are any of you still here?
I think we do have to be quite careful because it is quite a windy night outside.
It's extremely windy, and we don't know this place well enough to know what creaks and what doesn't when it's windy.
No, there's a lot of sort of creaky noises, but being...
Although the sign is the one thing that doesn't creak since
Not anymore, yeah.
Their car today.
Yeah,
So creaking will be anything but the sign.
Anyone who knows the Skirrid will know that the sign outside in the wind creaks like mad. But this morning, someone apparently drove into it, and the sign ended up hanging by one hinge. So someone came to repair it, and now it doesn't creak. So that's one thing you can.
Everyone locally seems to be quite sad
I know
about.
everyone's not
They want their
impressed.
creak back.
Apparently, it's broken now. It doesn't creak. So, is there anywhere in this entire building that you want us to go? Maybe a different bedroom or down into the bar area?
Is there a particular room or place here that is important to you? Here he comes. We know that a lot of people come here looking to communicate with you. Perhaps you grow tired of that. But we would be very grateful if you could give some sign that perhaps you're here to us.
if you're able, there's a green light on the table in front of us. Can you go towards that green light and see if you can make it change colours? See if we can maybe use that to communicate with you, please.
Nothing that we have will hurt you in any way.
I just had something on the right hand side of the screen, but I don't know if it's...
Next side.
Yeah, over here it was kind of down there. It looked a bit strange. I tried to move the camera to see if it was a trick of the light or something, but now it's gone and I can't get it back, so... don't know. So we have come. Oh, it's a bit close. Is that how it's meant to be? Where's the button? There's the button. Ooh. There we go. So we have come to room 2 upstairs in the Skirrid Inn. So upstairs, at some point, we believe didn't actually have walls and separated rooms. It was just the courthouse area.
Had a click out behind the wall.
Yeah, I just heard a click behind. Where the infamous Judge Jeffreys tried what is to be believed many hundreds of people, and around 180 actually lost their lives here by hanging. And we believe, well, from what I've read, the walls were put in later to accommodate it as a B&B type thing. There's noises all around, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, good evening. Still evening, spirits. My name is Dan. This is Sharon with me.
Good evening.
We've travelled quite a way to come and visit you, basically. Try and communicate with you. I know you get people every weekend in large groups, but hopefully there's just us two here. You might be a bit more willing to come forward. We don't expect you to be performing puppets by any means. We have the utmost respect for you. I've put a few things around the room to see if you can maybe try and interact with if you want to. On the bed, there's a red light which if you go near to, will light up different colours and make a noise. It is a bit of a racket, but it won't hurt you.
What's that noise?
Footsteps.
Yeah. It was coming from that ante-room near the bathroom.
What to your left?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it out in the front.
No. Well, yes, but...
Okay. Well, thank you if that's you. Do you reckon you could do it a bit louder for us, please?
We mean you no harm, spirits, and none of the devices, items that we've brought with us will harm you.
What was that?
We intend no harm and we accept no harm. We come with respect. Also, I still feel very dizzy. It's increased.
I'm feeling a lot of presence outside that door. Not feeling, I mean like I'm hearing stuff. I believe that clicking used to go on quite a bit when I was here last time, so I'm not sure that's clicking anyways. Anything.
We just come with the hope of communicating in some way. As we say, with respect. This is your home and we are visiting. If you are here with us, are you able to make a noise or try and speak? If we can't hear you with our own ears, it may be that the items, the devices we bring with us, can pick up your voice or the medium that you use to communicate. I understand it takes a lot of energy from you. If you are able to try and speak, could you tell us your name, please?
That was something on the floor.
You heard that, didn't you?
Yep.
Can you tell us what links you to the Skirrid?
Yeah, I think we had this last time as well with the fireplace. With the wind, it can sometimes catch in there, or there's animals in there.
Oh, don't say that.
Not animals, but like birds or something, like nesting in the chimney. Can you give me 2 really loud knocks, please, if you are able to, just so we know that you are here with us and we're not crazy talking to ourselves, please? Maybe knock on the door. Something in the fireplace. Hopefully. Because if it's not, something... is that you? Are you trying to mess around with the fireplace?
Can you tell us who you are?
So spirits, if there's anyone in this building, in this room with us, I'm holding something in my left hand. Do you reckon you can come towards this and shout out what your name is, or why you're here, or any message you want to give to us? Is Fanny Price with us? Or maybe a victim of Judge Jeffries? Yeah. So spirits, if there's anyone in this building, in this room with us, I'm holding something in my left hand. Do you reckon you can come towards this and shout out what your name is, or why you're here, or any message you want to give to us? Is Fanny Price with us? Or maybe a victim of Judge Jeffries? Yeah.
Oh, it's back on.
Yeah.
Are you able to tell us what keeps you here? Why are you here at the Skirrid? How many of you are here? Did you pass away here?
Good evening, again, spirits, or anyone who may be with us in this room or in this building. I've got a device going at the moment. It's a bit noisy, but I'm sure you've probably come across it before, the amount of people that come here. It's making a noise we call white noise. We do believe that spirits, spirit energies are able to manipulate this noise and speak through it. So if you're willing to give it a go, if you think you can, I reckon you can tell me what your name is, please.
Can you tell us what this place is, this building?
Is that what's going on? I don't know if that was...
Yeah, there seemed like there was something, didn't there? Can you tell us how many of you are here, please? How did you pass over?
Did you get in trouble for stealing sheep? Did you pass away in the Skirrid?
Was your life ended here by someone else? Were you tried here in court? What did they accuse you of?
Go on, give me 2 really loud knocks on the door, please. If that was you, thank you, but do you reckon you could do 2 really loud knocks on the door for me, please? So we've a little bit into the investigation. We're just in room 2, as you can probably see. One thing I did want to point out that we noticed, obviously there's a lot of He'll say about the smell of lavender or lavender perfume before people think they've interacted with the spirit of Fanny Price. And just randomly looking around the room, we kind of noticed this, which is a reed diffuser, and giving it a bit of a sniff, lavender. So to be honest, when we came in the room and walked around, we couldn't smell it. It's very weak, but it is there. So any sort of lavender smells in this room, we'd probably have to discount. So, but you hear that? Mm. It's a very windy night, so unfortunately, there's a lot of noises that we can't say are not wind. So.
Lots of creaks and knocks, and you just can't be sure either way.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, the only thing we're not going is the sign now, but yeah, there's so much. I mean, I remember from last time I was here as well, the fireplace in this room, you kind of get, especially when the wind's going, it's
the noisiest natural noise place that we've investigated so far. I mean, we've been places where there's been a lot of noise outside, busy roads, etc. That's not the case here, but it's just so hard to differentiate between the natural noises of this very old building.
And if it is to be believed that it is from 1100,
yeah,
you know, it's going to creak like nuts, and there is creaking galore. But
it's news to me that nuts creak.
They do. Mine do anyway. So we are back down into the bar area. It is now 1 o'clock. So down here, Jeff was telling us, I think earlier in the video I said it was a video of Fanny, apparition of Fanny,
yeah.
But it wasn't. It was actually the apparition of someone who he thought was
in some kind of coaching,
yeah, uniform
kind of attire. So possibly from that period, like a coach driver or a gentleman, or it could possibly be somebody similar sort of dress attached to the courts that we believe were held here.
Could be.
Supposedly under Judge Jeffreys.
Interestingly enough, a lot of people saying their experiences happen during the day and not actually at night time. So, well, we've got a few things set up. So we're just gonna have a little time down here and see if we can pick anything up.
Just to clarify also, Jeff said that the full-bodied apparition he saw was in the porchway out there.
Is there anyone in this bar area with us who wants to come and say hello? Got a little device here on the table. If you come close to it, maybe scream what your name is at us, or anything you want really. Message. I don't know, what do you want to tell us?
Are you somebody that still visits the inn like you did when you were in your physical body? Did you come here to stay, to rest while you were on your journeys? The glass will slide smoothly on the board. You just need to push it with your energy. Can you tell us your name using the board? Can you spell that for us, please?
Maybe you're on a flash.
Maybe. You've not heard it before, but then it's not been this before.
No.
Just a spin. Just go.
I can't, it's weird. Just do this.
It's weird.
I don't know, it's going the other way. It's weird.
You see, you move the glass like this and you can move it onto letters like M.
Is it?
Push it. There.
Oh.
If you can do that, you can give us a message like your name or or what you did here.
Is Fanny with us? Fanny Price. We know you were a landlady here. We also know that unfortunately your life was cut short, very tragically. Is there anything you'd like to come forward and say? Maybe give a message?
Are you still here serving your customers, Fanny? Can you tell us how you passed? Were you sick? If there's more than one,
Well, I'm hoping that was caught on camera. What sounded like a door creaking and then movement.
clicks or very light footsteps?
Someone there? Can you move the door a bit more?
I was going to ask before you made that noise how many of you there are here. Could you tell us that, please? Are you alone or are there more of you? Fanny, are you here with your husband? Are you joining us to make your presence known? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Could you knock on that door, please, maybe?
Are you still here working in the pub? Can you tell us if that's you, Fanny? Can you tell us if that's you, Fanny? Can you tell us if that's you, Fanny? Are you Fanny Price? If you're not, who are you? Please tell us your name.
Can you knock that door you've been moving or ring that bell? Give us an indication that you're here with us, please. So we're still down in the bar area. This door, we believe, over there, just keep creaking quite, well, it's done it a couple of times, but quite forcefully, not just a little bit.
And it was followed by some kind of knocking or movement.
Yeah.
Couldn't distinguish exactly what that noise was.
No. But other than that, there's not a lot going on. But something here.
The creaks were quite significant. I don't want to downplay them
No.
too much. And they come out on the audio.
Mm. Come on, guys, if there's anyone here at all, come on. Can you make a noise for me, please? Ring the bell, knock on the door, anything you can muster up. Be really appreciative. I know you're not a performing monkey, but is there something you can do for us? Anything, we'd be really grateful.
What is it that you're doing? What is it that you spend your time still here doing? You working here? You meeting somebody? Have you been summoned here?
Who are you? Come on. Please come forward if you can and try and talk to us. Is that you? If so, you're doing well. Maybe try a bit harder, please.
Do you know who runs this pub now? Can you tell us their names? Can you tell us anything about your life? Anything about what happened to you?
Who are you? What is your name? Did you die here? Were you murdered here? Was your life taken away from you?
Did you know happiness here?
Alright, let's head back up. I'm interested to check on that camera I left running. Yeah, that's the noise we were hearing, wasn't it?
You okay?
Ooh. So it's interesting to see. Locked off cam because
Sorry, I was going to light the way.
I left the IR floodlight balanced on the on the tripod. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You've got key, haven't you?
Yeah.
Will it in the dark?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Of course it is.
Oh, it's still on. It's fine. Yeah, seems alright. But it is dead.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I thought would have happened. So time is pushing on at the Skirrid. Not too much going on. There's the creaking door down in the bar area. Obviously, we don't know. We've listened to digital recorder back and haven't managed to capture anything. But I tend to catch quite a bit listening back to the footage on the camcorder. So. But we're just back in room 2, which is where we're bedding down for the night. But we thought we'd do some more calling out, see if there's anyone here. So any spirits in here? Is this the best room to have this evening? Is this the best room to sleep in?
Where do you spend most of your time? Do you have a favourite room or a favourite place? Is there somewhere in this inn that's particularly important to you? Perhaps a spot where something happened, where you passed over.
There's a lot of people that don't like that room where that door is. Little mini room between here and the bathroom. Is there any reason for that? Don't want anyone here. I've put all the equipment away so there's nothing to scare you. So do you reckon you can give us a couple of knocks on the door now? So it is morning at the Skirrid Inn. On the face of it, a bit of a quiet night, but I have to wait until going through all the footage before knowing for certain. Obviously we heard a few noises, sounded a bit like humming, and also the door downstairs was creaking. But also, during the night, I was on the sofa, and about, I don't know, 4:45-ish, it felt like someone was pushing down on my feet, like pressure on my foot, which made me wake up quite quickly, kicking my legs, heart rate racing. Didn't think much of it. I thought I was probably half asleep or whatever, but obviously this morning we've gone down, spoken to Jeff, and he was saying to us that before they actually got this place, they came to stay to check it out, and the same thing happened to them. And when looking up the reasons why, something to do with being hanged. Obviously this is quite a renowned place for hangings in sort of the 18th, 17th, 18th century. And it's apparently to do with when someone sees their loved one being hanged, they put their arms around the foot and try and drag them down to either make it last or pop them up to stop them from hanging. And so that's interesting. But once again, half asleep, I can't really say too much, but it's been fascinating to be here, and we will definitely be coming back.